Hello, everyone, and hello to those who are listening. My name is Mike Mancuso, a sophomore here at Iona College, and this is my first show here in the WICR studio. And I'm going to start off with a show called Highlight News. So, before we start, I want to start with a sponsor. I'm in a group called AL in Iona College, and we're going to have a group meeting or like an event, I guess, called Get Your Game On. The event's going to take place from February 29th to March 1st from 3 p.m. to 3 p.m. So it's 24 hours. If you want to stay for the 24 hours, you're going to have to pay $6 to stay the entirety of the event. Or I believe it's $1 to stay for an hour each. So before we start with our highlight today, let's just start off with some entertainment news and what's going on in the box office. So for those who are interested in finding out what happened in the box office last week, so say from February 14th to the 17th, here's a list. Here's a list of info on what is top at the box office. So we have in the first spot, Sonic the Hedgehog making $70 million during its opening week, beating Birds of Prey by roughly $9 million. Birds of Prey follows second, making $19 million that week for a total of $61 million. And in the third spot, we have Fantasy Island making $13,754,000 that week. The fourth is a movie called The Photograph, making $13,250,000 that week. Following close behind is Bad Boys for Life, making $13,101,000 that week. Sixth goes to 1917 for making $9 million that week. Jumanji, The Next Level, takes seventh, making $6,801,000 that week. Parasite takes eighth place on the list, making $6,646,000 that week. Doolittle takes ninth place on the list, making $6,125,000. And last on the list here is Downhill, making $5 million that week. So now onto our highlight, the coronavirus. I want to talk about this because we have the spring break coming up. Students are going to go out and go on vacation to multiple places, and it's kind of dangerous, I believe, to travel now because you see and hear people getting sick. And I do have a story here that covers a cruise ship story that people got sick on the cruise ship, and recently they just got released. So I want to start off by talking about the coronavirus. What is it? To summarize, this disease has been found in China. It started in China, specifically in the city of Wuhan. After more people became diagnosed with the disease, cases started to pop up around the world, especially the United States. As far as I know through research, there's not been a patient zero found yet for the disease. So I read in on the story last week, so this may not be accurate now, but I read up on a cruise ship scare story where a bunch of people got sick on, the Diamond Princess cruise ship. That's part of the Princess Cruises line. And roughly 2,200 people were aboard. 69 people on the cruise ship were sick on the cruise ship, and 12 of those people were American. They were diagnosed with the virus as of reading this last week. The ship was scheduled to stay under quarantine until February 19th, but as we know now, it's February 21st. I read a story up on the coronavirus, and, well, the people are free. They got released from quarantine, and the ship is now out of quarantine. And so as spring break approaches, I do want to give everyone a brief warning that it might be still relevant to the disease. So be careful when you're out traveling for spring break, whether it be on plane or by cruise ship, because I think the coronavirus is very dangerous now, but maybe later in the year when it gets a little less relevant, it might be a little less dangerous. People might not really care much about it anymore. But as of now, everyone's like red alert, really like scared for the virus. So that's basically all I had for the highlight of the news. That was the highlight that I had. So before I close off quickly today on my quick highlight news, I want to go with the weather. I want to talk about some things happening the week with weather. So for today, we're going to have a high of 35 and a low of 29. And it's going to be sunny and clear throughout most of the day. Saturday, we're going to have a high of 48 and a low of 35, mostly sunny. It's going to be warm, so that's really nice. Sunday is going to be the warmest and the most nicest, I believe. A high of 51 degrees and a low of 36. It's going to be mostly sunny, no rain. Monday is going to be partly cloudy with a chance of rain around the night. 10 p.m., I believe it was, with a high of 48 and a low of 44. Tuesday, there are possible showers throughout the day. A high of 48 and a low of 42. If you do, make sure you carry an umbrella with you for that occasion. And so with Wednesday as well, because there's more showers, 50% chance throughout the day, but it's warm at least. So we have a high of 52 and a low of 40 on Wednesday. And finally, Thursday. Still chances to rain next Thursday with a 70% chance, in fact, to rain in the morning. Temperatures range from 50 to 28, from high of 50 to a low of 28 tomorrow, Thursday. And that's all I have for today. So make sure you tune in next week, and I'll have possibly more highlight news or highlights for the news. My name is Michael Mancuso, and this was my first show, Highlight News, here at WICR Radio.